Guys, welcome back. Today I'm here with Anna Patch. She is an Australian actress, most known for her role as Tanya in The Last King of the Cross, Season 2. She has her own production company called Patch Productions, based here in Sydney and wherever else she goes.
Yes.
She's won Best Gold Coast Short at the Gold Coast Short Film Festival. And she's an all-round baddie, making things happen, master manifester, and master mind setter as well. Yes. A master of many you are. So we're very lucky to have Anna here today. And I guess this is the first time we're doing cameras and crystals.
Yes.
Crystals and cameras. Whatever I said I was going to call it. That's that today. How exciting.
So exciting.
So exciting.
I saw that and I was like, okay. Oh, no, I heard that. I was like, I have to say something about that because I love that. I like how you can do like little segments. Like to be like, different people might have different experiences with that.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to do some cameras and crystals.
Yeah.
Yes.
We might learn something. That would be really good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Yeah. We're on a low budget here.
This is great.
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
We're making it work. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Little
my first
microphones.
question for you today.
Yes, please.
What film girl era are you in?
Oh, yes. I was like listening today. I was like, okay, she's probably going to ask me, and I didn't even think about it.
Oh my God, I blindsided you.
What film girl era am I in? Well, there's part of me that's watching Harry Potter again.
Oh, yeah.
Slowly.
I think so.
And also, I haven't watched, what have I watched recently? I watched half of the new Batman, the one with Anne Hathaway in it. I don't know if that's a new one or not. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But I hadn't seen it at all. So I watched the first half and it was great in Melbourne. Oh, I also watched Inside Out 2.
Oh, yeah?
Beautiful movie.
Oh, don't tell me anything. I haven't seen it yet.
I was with my friend. She goes, you're going to love this. And I was like, moments. I was like, oh, and like just whoever wrote it, shout out to whoever wrote Inside Out 1 and 2 because like, honestly, I can't, like, it's exactly what happens. And even my brain, like, the next, like, week was like, oh, my God, like, my brain's in anxiety right now. Like,
right.
the overthinking. And then, like, the joy is like, no, like, it's okay.
Right.
So it's really cool. I don't know if that's a film girl era, but
those are the films you're watching.
Yeah, that's my film girl era. It's a mixed film girl era.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, and I'm also just really into my fantasy books, are you
really?
And I'm manifesting that I'm going to be in the TV show, so...
Courtesans of Roses?
No, Fourth Wing.
I don't know that one.
It's another fantasy one.
Wow.
Fucking love it. Dragon riding, like, flight leathers, like, fucking sign me up.
Oh, my God. I hope you do get this
Thank
role.
you. Look, I've already emailed the producers.
All right.
Because I'm like, I need to be on this TV
is
show.
it actually...
If you're listening, please send me a message.
Oh, my God. Wait. So, like, it's actually
Amazon's
happening.
making it. And I'm like, I don't know how.
Jeff Bezos.
Pardon?
Jeff Bezos. Let's go.
Is that... What?
He's the Amazon CEO.
Oh, well, Jeff, if you're listening,
Jeffrey
I'm here and I'm ready to be in Fourth Wing. Let's go. I can do the American accent, so it's fine. If you need British, I can also do that too.
Yeah. Wait, is it Jeff Bezos? Now I'm
I
like...
don't know.
Anyway.
But yeah, that's my film girl era. A random film girl era.
I kind of love that for you, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And look, to be honest, I've been watching a lot of Love is Blind, the reality TV show on Netflix.
Yes.
So Love is Blind,
UK
reality.
version.
Oh, I've watched the American one.
Oh, okay.
I watched season 5.
Oh, my God.
6. Actually, just finished season 6.
It's pretty addictive, hey?
Oh, I love it. The reunion was great.
I actually
Drama filled.
I only
love it.
jump in
when
my friends watching. I just find it really stressful.
Oh, look, there are stressful moments in it.
Yeah, I just can't do reality shows. Like, it's just too real. I'm like, no thanks.
So fair.
Yeah.
I understand that.
Yeah.
It's not the most ideal. But
No,
when I want to
is it?
switch off, I just watch Love Is Blind.
Yeah.
I actually
okay.
learned some stuff from it. So
It is really sweet.
yeah.
Yeah. Like, you know, you don't know what they look like. But I would just hate. I've got a Taurus rising. Wait, are you into astrology?
I'm a Taurus.
Oh my God. And what's your moon?
I have Aquarius moon and rising.
Wow.
So rebellious little, like grounded little earth angel over
little
here.
fairy.
Don't tell me what to do, but also I'm going to
Oh,
go hug a tree.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It makes so much sense. I was like, oh, that's why I did that then. Yep,
yeah.
cool.
It's not because you have anxiety. It's because you're an Aquarius.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel a lot better about that.
Yeah, literally. Honestly, Aquarians like such a mixed bag. You never know what you're gonna get with an Aquarius.
Okay, well I have double whammy.
Yeah,
Aquarius.
double whammy. Like it's all about like the personality, I feel like, with the Aquarius. Like sometimes an Aquarian, like if they're really quiet, they'd be like they would just like say really odd things and just like kind of, I don't know. I feel like they just like, you know, aren't really like, I don't know. I feel like I'm stating an opinion I know nothing about. Like,
yeah.
But I feel like the really vivacious, like, Aquarians people who are like a little more extroverted, like they're always like really quirky and fun. I find. At least.
Georgie is an Aquarius.
Is she? I've never met her.
She's very fun and very outgoing and a great human. So a lot of cool people are
and you would
Aquariuses.
connect with your rising and your moon. Yeah,
sure.
Emotionally connect too.
Yes.
Oh my God, is that the plot twist of your short film? Also, because you're
there is a bit of emotion
Aquarian.
in there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that.
That's
Both our Aquarianness is coming out.
Yeah. That's sweet. That's cute. Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm actually, since you guys asked, Pisces sun.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Yeah. I love an astrology moment.
Yes,
I
Kate.
do.
So you're Pisces.
I'm Pisces. Would you guess that?
No. I mean, I don't really know many others to myself other than like
Fair.
Leo and Pisces and Taurus.
Right.
Sorry, Taurus. But Pisces and Taurus get along well.
They do.
I
They
have
do.
Googled that recently.
Yeah, great. We're gonna be best friends. It's decided.
Great. Yay.
Awesome. Yay. Yay. And but my moon's in Sagittarius, so emotionally like just not there.
Okay.
But it's so good. It's so good. But it's also not, because I feel like I'm kind of mean sometimes. Like when people are like, I'm having a really hard time, I'm like, oh, okay. Like I just don't know how to connect unless I'm feeling it myself. It's really interesting.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like I can still be sympathetic. It's just like, you know, like for those who don't know like Sagittarius, the way I would describe it, Nicki Minaj is a Sagittarius.
Okay.
So think of Nicki Minaj. That's my emotions.
Cool.
Oh, you got my heartbeat running away. Anyway, and then I got a Taurus rising. So
okay.
yeah.
Got that grounded.
Yeah, thank God. Could you imagine if I had like an air sign, or I'd be screwed. That's how I get things done in the day, I reckon. Because it's that one Taurus rising just pulling me along.
Cool.
So I haven't got anything else really that grounding on my chart. Because I've got, although my Mars is Taurus as well, which is like aggression and stuff. Do you know what your Mars is in?
Venus. I can look right now.
Oh my God, yeah, get out the Snapchat.
Get out the Snapchat?
Snapchat's got like
I have CoStar.
Oh yeah, sorry, you're an adult. I forgot.
CoStar, for anyone that's listening, is an astrology app that you can put your astrology into. Yeah, we should add each other. Okay, so I'm going to click on me chart. So
yeah, oh my God, your Mars is in Taurus too.
Oh, my Mars is in Taurus. I have
and
3
your Mercury.
Taurus.
So Mercury is like the way you communicate. So like Taurus are very direct and very like they're actually funny. I think.
I think I'm pretty funny.
I think you're funny. I think all Taurus are funny. That's my hot take.
Great.
Anyway, that was a really random little
Well, we are doing crystals and cameras.
We are.
Don't be surprised if there's random tarot
oh my God.
things popping into
it. Can you see my tarot cards there?
Oh yeah, I love that.
And my crystals. Yeah, there we go. So I really hope this is not the episode my parents watch. Catholicism, man. Sorry. And you know what's funny? I actually do go to church.
Do you? I went to church once.
Yeah?
Well, I grew up going to church, like in school.
Oh, cool. Like Catholic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm not Catholic.
Oh, no?
No, I'm Anglican technically.
Oh, okay. So you went to an Anglican church.
Oh, no, I went to a Catholic school.
Oh,
went to school.
Right.
Went to church in school.
Here in Sydney, right?
In northern New South Wales.
Northern New South Wales.
Near the Gold Coast.
Oh my God.
On the border of New South Wales and
Ooh,
Queensland.
Now that's hot and sweaty.
It
Nice.
is very hot and sweaty, bit humid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Familiar.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Wow. Okay. How'd that go for you?
Look, I went when I fainted once in church because
Oh
it
my
was hot.
God.
And I got carried out.
Oh wow.
So it
That's
was
so dramatic.
fun. Yeah. I knew I was going to faint, but I didn't tell anyone. So, whoop, lucky
Oh
I was
my
on the end. And I
God.
think a teacher ran over and called me.
Wow. Really?
Yeah.
What a superstar.
Yeah. She must have seen, I think she maybe said she saw me kind of like starting to sway. And I was like, oh, I'm going to faint. And I didn't tell anyone.
Oh my God. How do you know when you're going to faint?
Oh, for me, I think everyone feels it differently. I've had conversations over time, but for me, it's like a full body, like just a feeling that it's very distinct. This is my fainting feeling. If I don't lie on the ground right now, I'm going to faint.
Oh my God.
So I can now prevent it.
You faint a bit?
I haven't in ages.
Okay.
Like I was actually I was at Fit Modelling the other week, and so random. Like I think there was no like airflow in there. I was in heels, and it had been like 2 or 3 hours since I ate, which is usually fine. Like this has never happened at Fit Modelling before, but I was like, oh fuck. And I had the feeling come over me. I was like, oh, I gotta sit down. And I just literally just like sat on a stool. Like, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? I was like, oh, like, and I stood back up. And I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. So I literally just like went straight to the ground, put my legs on like the wall. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And that happened so 2 or 3 times. And I was like, I'm so sorry. And they gave me like a muesli, like a gluten-free muesli bar.
Guys.
And I left, like they sent me home 30 minutes early and I only got paid for the hour.
Oh, that's nice.
I was meant to be a 2-hour booking, but
what were you modeling?
So fit modeling is when you literally fit the clothes before it goes out to the public. So it's not fitness modeling.
Oh.
It's like literal fitting of like fittings of clothes.
Oh.
Like new styles, new ranges, for different brands. It's good. It's like,
so how does one get into that?
I have an agent.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Like I got asked to do a cover for PE Nation today, but I saw it too late and they didn't end up needing me. But yeah, so yeah, there's lots of brands in Sydney. So
that's great.
Yeah. So if anyone's into fit modeling,
there's
send me a message.
There's a pathway.
Yeah. There's an agency. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it couldn't be me. I'm 4'11".
Little baby.
I'm tiny. I would not like if the clothes fit me, like they'd be for children. So,
but hey, that could work.
It could work. Child fit modeling. Anyway, lol, ignore that. Great. Let's talk manifesting.
Yes, please.
Yes. I think you've got some good stories for us.
I do.
Like, was there ever a moment where? Well, first of all, I kind of want to hear like. Was there ever a moment, because I feel like a lot of people feel like this in our industry, like when you were so down bad and you're like, I can't do this. And then you were able to manifest your way out. Or are you more someone who has always been optimistic and always like kind of always journaling and manifesting? Like,
yeah. So I think like for me, I've always wanted to be an actor since I can remember. Like there wasn't a day where I didn't want to be there wasn't a day where I wanted to be anything else.
Wow, really?
Like, I remember, being asked by mum, like when I was in preschool, primary school, being like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I want to be an actor. I just said it. Like I'd never had any thought or feeling. No, sorry, not feeling, but never had any really like, because of this. It was just like, I want to be an actor. And then it just never went away. And then I found this book, those books you have when you're little and it's like, when I grow up, I want to be ... My favorite color is ... like colorful bubbles and stuff.
Yeah, cute.
And I found my one like a year or two ago. And it was, I've opened to when I grow up, I want to be ... an actor.
Wow.
And I was like 8 or something when I wrote that. So I've always known, and I've always had this kind of like determination and like little fire in me.
Yeah,
and it's definitely gotten bigger as I've gotten older and I've actually like pursued it and, actually gone after it. And yeah, definitely have had hard times, but once I started getting into the law of attraction, that's where I started. I read The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. I was like, oh my God, I can create my reality. What?
Yeah,
Thought
that changed
things?
everyone.
Have you read that?
No.
Okay.
Should I? Yeah.
It's a really, like for me, that was the first ever book like that I read. I was like, oh my God, like, well, we are so much more powerful than I thought. And I read that. And then after that, I read her other book called The Secret. The Secret was her first one, and then The Magic is her second one.
Okay.
And that's a 30-day gratitude practice. Every day she gives you a different practice to do to practice gratitude. And
Wow.
that literally rewired my brain, as well as a secret. Because one of the days was like, today when you're out and about, if you're at work or at the beach and you see someone cleaning the toilets, in your mind say, thank you so much for keeping this space clean for us.
Wow.
And even to this day, 7 to 8 years later, I see a cleaner in like the shopping center. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, thanks for keeping this space clean. Thanks for the clean toilets. And it's just like my brain is now wired to gratitude. Gratitude is what shifted everything for me.
Wow.
And once I got that, I was like, oh my God, there's so much to be grateful for. Got a free car park. That's my thing. If anyone's like been on my Instagram for the journey, it was like the first thing. I was like, okay, guys, so today I got a free car park. And if you believe you're not going to get one, well, guess what? You're not going to get one. So have fun driving around. Well, I'm just going to get one straight away.
Yeah, screw you.
Look, sometimes I drive
actually
around
believe
for a
that
while.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like anything. Like I see it, I get it. Like even today, 7 years later, I'm like, thank you so much for my great car park right out the front or on the street. Like sometimes I have to do a little loop, but I'm like, okay, well, obviously I'm meant to be doing a loop. Obviously I'm not meant to be there. I went to a casting actually for Fit Modeling a few weeks ago, and the street, there was none there. So I did a loop for like 5 minutes or something. And I came back to the street. I was like, I'll just try the street again. There was one right at the front. I was like, of course there is.
Yeah, that's
it can
just
be
how
like the
it works.
littlest things.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I started. Law of attraction, gratitude, and, nearly daily gratitude journaling. I don't say I'm grateful for this every day now, but it's just part of like, oh my God, I'm so grateful for like the sun. And I tune into it when I can.
Yeah.
Because it's like a part of who I am now. It's not something I have to think about.
What a beautiful thing. I love that thing about the cleaners and stuff, because that means like, you know, even if you are the cleaner, it's like you are appreciated as well.
Totally.
Yeah,
and
that's
that
really
energy
sweet.
can be felt.
Yeah.
In some way, I think.
Yeah.
And now it's even like I saw this man walking on the street today driving here,
Mm.
and he just had a smile on his face. And I was like, I hope he has the best evening ever. And like just sending that person love, like that good karma kind of thing without any expectation. Be like, I hope that guy has a really nice day. Like when I see bike riders, I'm like, please keep that person safe. Or I'll see like a school kid. I'm like, please keep them safe.
I see a bike rider, get off the fucking road. I got places.
Okay, maybe you need to read The Secret, babe.
Sorry,
and
I think
Magic.
I do. sorry.
That's
I
funny.
did break that. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love.
I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that though. Like, I'm sorry, but
Well,
I should be nicer. No, but you're right. I should say next time I'll slow down and I'll think of you, Anna, and I'll be like, please God, protect this from my rage. Like, yeah, just kidding. Just kidding, bike riders. I don't hate you. I don't.
Yeah, and then I guess I kept like doing that and working on that, and then it just evolved over time. I did a manifestation course at one time, learning about manifestation, and one of the things she said was that where we are a physical manifestation of our soul's purpose. And I was like, for me, that just was a mind blown moment of like, physically, we're a physical manifestation. Like our body's a physical manifestation of like energy, of soul, like why we're here on this planet. Like we're literally a physical manifestation of our soul's purpose to be here. And I was like, for me, anyway, that clicked for me. And I was like, oh my God, like I'm here. I'm in a body.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I tune into that, I'm like, whoa, I'm a soul. I can do whatever I want. I have random moments. I'm like,
yeah.
I'll be at the gym and I'm
Free
like,
will.
whoa. And I just become really present because I'm like, well, I'm here.
That is crazy.
It's like my inner energy, soul, whatever you want to call it. It's realizing that I'm in a body on this planet. It's like, it's a hand.
Your gratitude does run really deep.
Yeah, it's
like,
deeply wired into my system.
That's great.
And it's really nice because even when I go through hard times, I'm like, okay, I know, I feel the feels, and I'm like, I don't like feeling like this, and I feel it all, and I really don't like it when I'm in it, but I know that I'm going to come out of it.
Yeah.
And when I come out of it, I'm like, I'm so grateful for that because I grew and I evolved and I expanded.
Yeah.
There's always gratitude and always the remembrance of this is happening for me, not to me. Nothing happens to us. It happens for us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so
even if it's
real.
fucking hard, I understand. I understand if you're listening, you're like, nah, and I'm like, no, but it's happening for you because it wouldn't be happening if it wasn't meant to happen. Okay?
Yeah, that's it. Shut up.
Love and light. You're doing well.
You're right. Love you lots. Good job. Now, have you got any...
I'm just like, do I look good on this camera?
Oh my God, I know. I look as white as a ghost. If I looked tan before, it's because it was Bondi Sands. Like, I'm just...
Shout out to Bondi Sands. If you want to sponsor this podcast, we are open to it.
Please.
Well, I'm sure you're open to it.
I will definitely take you up on that offer. Like, please.
Well, look, we're just planting the seed.
Yeah, we are. We're manifesting it. You're
just
right.
planted the seed.
Mondo Sands.
We
Help
put
a
it-
white girl out.
We've put it out there in the universe.
I need some color. This is really bad. Success stories.
Yes.
Yes. I'm actually so keen to hear this because I
Okay.
feel like there's a lot of talk on like how you can manifest, what you can manifest and all that. And I really I'm a big like believer in like manifestation. Like I totally believe it's real. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I also went to a Catholic high school, Catholic primary school from a Catholic
Mhm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
And like I was always really connected to like prayer and stuff. And
Yeah.
I still am, I think,
Yeah.
today. Like I think my understanding spirituality has evolved, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, I still go to church. I still pray, and I still think a lot of that fruitions into my actual life because a lot about that's got to do with gratitude, and a lot of
Yes.
that's got to do with like manifestation in a way. It's just got a different word.
Oh no,
Yeah.
and that's what I believe as well. It's
Yeah.
all like it's like a higher power, and it's all modalities to connect
Exactly.
to that
And I
source.
think it's all at the end of the day personal. I do struggle a bit with the politics of religion. I think
Mm.
people love to jump on, like if I say I'm Catholic, people are like, well, you guys like, you know,
Yeah.
there's bad reps there. And I'm
Yeah.
like, I understand. And I think a lot of people would feel the same way, like no matter what religion they're in. And I feel whatever. It's
No,
like,
totally.
that's a hot take. Take it or leave it. But
Yeah,
like
no, totally.
I'd prefer to not be locked down. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, but I prefer to not be locked down by something and just be like, well, this is actually because it's all the same. Like,
well, it's gotten you to where you are today, and you have that baseline. Then you're allowed to do whatever you kind of feel and are called to do within your own life, within spirituality, within religion, or within, you know, whatever it is.
yeah,
Yeah.
real. But let's hear. I don't know where I was going with that rant.
Love
but-
that. Thank you for sharing.
You're
Appreciate
so welcome.
it.
You're so welcome. I feel like every time I look back at the frame, I'm like, oh, I could change something. Let's just. There's the thumbnail. Great.
Cute.
Thank you. Okay, so let's talk about your physical manifestations. Tell us, how did you do it? How did you make it happen? Obviously, you've got a great acting career that's literally just starting. Like, so
Yes.
tell us where you've gotten from here.
So one of my stories that I love to tell is my La Brea story.
Let's hear La Brea.
Okay, so La Brea, for those that don't know, is an NBC American TV show. And they filmed season 3 on the Gold Coast in Australia, where I was living at the time. And I had just moved from Sydney to the Gold Coast a year prior. And that whole prior year, I was like, I really want to experience stand-in work. Like, so stand-in, again, if you're not sure, is you pretty much literally standing in for the cast or like the leads of the film or the TV show. So you're doing lights, you know, depending on the first AD and, you know, the people running it. But, you know, we did lines, blocking, rehearsal, like we're doing the American accent. Like with one Australian AD, first AD, he got us to do full second team rehearsals. So pretty much you're standing in while they're changing lighting, while the actors are getting mic'd up, the leads, the cast members are getting mic'd up, that kind of thing. And I really wanted to experience it, just to tick it off my experience list in this lifetime and to be on set. And for the whole year, I was messaging people, like I was emailing people that I already knew and new people that had come onto the scene, like casting directors in that space, like extras and stand-ins, because people that do extras usually do stand-ins in that space. And I've had my time with extras work and I loved it, but I'm like, okay, no, I really want to experience stand-in. So, messaging people, and then just like this lady's name kept popping up, and then Georgie, again, shout out to Georgie, you're the best.
Shout out, Georgie. Hi, we've
hi
met.
Georgie, we love you. Georgie Pilling, everyone. She's sent me an email of this lady who looked after stand-ins. I was like, okay, cool. So I emailed her, and then I let it go and whatnot, and I was doing my thing. And then I actually fit modeling, so we had a portfolio update day. Like, they came to the Gold Coast. It was like a studio shoot, like we did photo shoot, you know, updated our photos for modeling. And then it just happened to be there was an agency upstairs in this building. Like they rent out the studio downstairs for photo shoots. And I had been emailing this agency / I called them like a year prior, and I was like, hey, I'm looking for modeling rep. And I was like, fuck it, YOLO. So again, this is like the manifestation of like, I feel called, I want to do stand-in, I'm going to do what I can. Oh, someone's giving me an email, I'm going to take inspired action and email them. Like, it's all like when we get an idea
Yeah.
and we take the action on it, and from what we're called to do, and like listening
Yeah.
and then taking action. Inspired action is a big thing.
That's
Listening to the internal urges and gut feelings and instincts and intuition, and then taking action on things that get given to us. So that was all happening in the background. And then I get to this shoot day. I'm like, oh, this is interesting that it's happened to be in the studio of this agency. And then for me, it was like a whole body feeling of like, you need to go upstairs and just say hello. Like, no, I had zero expectations, zero, zilcho, patilcho, like just go and say hi to these agents that I'd spoken to on the phone once and emailed and stuff. And so towards the end of the day, when I'd done my photos, like they were done and I was just hanging around, I was like, oh, no, I have to do it. Like, I know that I'll regret it. If I don't, it's a feeling of like, I need to do this.
Yeah.
Full body, like up the stairs we go. And I'm like, okay, so I'm walking up the stairs and I knock on the door. Like, they don't know that I'm coming. I have no appointment.
Yeah.
I'm just like knocking on the door. I'm like, hi. I'm like, hey, I'm Anna Patch. Like we've called on the phone, like we've spoken on the phone and like I've emailed. They're like, oh my God, hi. Like, how are you? Had a chat, went in. And then somehow stand-in work popped up. I was like, okay, this is the timing. Can't make it up. You just can't make it up. And then again, I've been manifesting and like calling in stand-in work for like the last year since being on the Gold Coast. And then somehow it came up and this name was mentioned. I'm like, oh my God, I know her. Like, I've been emailing her, and they're like, oh, hang on, you actually like, we're casting La Brea stand-ins at the moment, and you actually look like one of the girls. Like,
wow.
And then they measured me, and I was like pretty much her measurements and her skin tone. Our hair
so
was.
You can't make that shit up.
No, it was very much like, okay, I was definitely meant to be there in that moment. And then like they took photos of me, and I had an agent at the time, acting agent. So it was a big learning curve because anyway, they submitted. I didn't realize they had submitted me on the day, but they submitted me. Long story short, I ended up getting the role of this stand-in, and I was like, I left it, and I was like, I know that I'm going to get the stand-in job, and I was like, oh my God, I just went and knocked on the door. People, it's not that hard. Go if you feel called. I'm like speaking into my phone.
No, so speak to the people right now.
You need to go and follow your instincts. I don't care if you have to buzz to get in, go and do it because you're going to be 100 one day. Okay, good. And
right, that's sorted.
I'm a big believer in in person connection because I can read our energies, right? And if it feels something you're going to be called to do, like take that step and be like, okay, YOLO. Obviously be professional and respectful, of course.
Absolutely.
And if they like, hey, we don't have time, respect that. But they were like, yeah, come chat. Anyway, so I walked out. I was like, what just happened? I've literally just like the name of the casting director, the fact that I pretty much was her measurements, like the cast member that they'd cast, similar hair. I was like, whoa. And then I get a call. Yeah, so pretty much long story short, I got the job. And so I was 3 months on an NBC American TV show getting paid to train as an actor. I was pretty much I was a lead. We were all lead cast members. Just you didn't see our faces on the end of it. But we did full on, like I said earlier, rehearsals were in the American accent. Not the whole time. We had 3 different first ADs, and the American ADs pretty much wanted us to more stand there, sometimes with some lines, but the Australian AD, he got us to do full second team rehearsal.
Oh my God, what a king.
Yeah, he was great. And and just made friends with the cast, the crew, socks. Shout out to Luke.
Shout out Luke and your socks.
Just put that in your face, sorry babe.
Oh no,
but yeah, I've got my film socks on because I thought it was appropriate today.
Yeah, it is a
film girl era.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, and that was some of the best 3 months of my life. And people have asked me about stand-in work before. I'm like, just do it because you're literally getting paid to act. Sometimes you stand there, but yeah, you have the easiest job because there's no pressure of having the lines on point, but we tried to do our best. Everyone else is standing, no one's allowed to sit down on set, but the stand-ins and the cast are.
Yes.
So I remember I napped one afternoon because I had a scene. Break scene. So I got 3 plastic chairs and just put myself, I was so tired.
Oh
and all the crew were walking around doing their thing and I'm having a nap in the middle of it. I was like, and then one of the guys was like, woohoo, time to get up. I was like, oh,
thanks.
you.
Yeah, literally, I could never, I'd be fine. Never hired again.
Yeah,
so good.
I'm
jealous. That's nice.
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, but I can't sleep in public. I'm so shy.
Oh, okay. I kind of was like, I know there's people watching me right now, but
who cares?
No one's they fucking need to do the lights and stuff.
Christopher Nolan's not around. You can't sit down on his sets.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, note to self. Maybe as a cast member, maybe. But it's a
Yeah, I feel like cast members, you can do whatever you
Yeah.
want. Yeah, it's free reign. But
Yeah.
I guess like standing in this particular job that you were doing was like a manifestation in its own. You know,
For
you
sure.
are standing there.
That's the
on
next
set.
thing. Yeah. So then like that's a nice, that triggered what I actually was doing pretty much daily. I'm like, I got like the wardrobe. I became friends and I reconnected with people that I did, 6, 7, 8 years ago when I did Thor, for example, or Aquaman. Like the costume girls there that were still doing costume then.
So what were you on Aquaman?
I was an extra.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, an Italian. I had a boyfriend in the background. It was fun with a little Rose.
Oh, you were Italian?
Yeah, I was
Oh my
in
God, are you
Italian village.
Italian?
I think I have Italian blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
a
definitely
little bit,
look
like
it.
going back.
Yeah.
But yeah, on La Brea, every day, like when I sat in the cast tent, because I made friends with some of the cast, like I'm in the cast tent. I'm literally already here. One after, like towards the end of the shoot, like Emily, one of the actresses, we became good friends.
Who is it?
Her name's Emily Wiseman. Shout out to Emily. You're
Shout out
amazing.
Emily. We should send this to her.
Yeah.
Hi, Emily.
Hi, Emily. She lives in LA. She's Aussie.
Oh, good on her.
She flew over for it. And yeah, I remember like everyone else was on set and like, because I was setting in for her too. So I stood in for a couple of girls, and women, and she's like, come and sit with us, Anna. So it was me, Pamela, and Emily in the hair and makeup truck. And again, I was like, I'm already here. So like constantly breathing it in. When there was like 3 cameras on, 3 or 5 cameras on us, like with the whole like ensemble like cast / stand-in cast, I was like, you're literally on screen. Like you're the producer, the directors, they're all seeing you. We had a couple of really nice moments, like couple of scenes that we were doing for the director to see, and we fully just fucking went for it. And one day it was really nice. It was me, Dan, and Ryan. Shout out to Dan and Ryan if you're listening. Love you.
Shout out Dan and Ryan.
Shout out to everyone.
Yeah.
And we just decided to commit to this scene like fully as if we were the cast. And like the ADs were like, you did great. Like, thank you so much. The sound guys were like, that was amazing. The director was like, good work, guys. Like, we were like, awesome. Like everyone was like, that was really good work. And I'm like, what can I say?
Yeah, I'm a professional.
Yeah. So and I connected with one of the directors really really well, and he's American, and just his outlook on life is very positive. And he's like, okay, queen, like great, circle that one, moving on. Like,
oh my
he's
God.
very, very cool. And I said to him one day at the start of when he was his block, I was like, hey Nick, like just want to say I love your energy, and I love like I just feels like you're really passionate about what you do. And we had a good chat, and then we developed a relationship over the time. And then he said to me and Jade, shout out to Jade, there's lots of shout outs on this podcast.
Lots of.
That's what we get when we're doing fun things on set. Lots of friends.
Yeah.
And he was like, so you girls like training and acting on whatnot? And Jade's response was like, we're getting paid to train. And I was like, yeah. And then I was like, American, no tall poppy syndrome, YOLO. I was like, do you want to know something fun, Nick? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I have an award-winning film. I have an award-winning film. So I know Americans is like, oh my God, that's sick. Like, tell me more. It's not like, oh, cool. It's like, awesome. What's more? What else is like, tell me more about it. And then he's like, I'd love to watch it. I was like, great. So then like that was Friday. Monday comes. He's like, hey, Anna. And, like he called me. I was like, don't forget to send your film to me. And I was like,
called you?
As in like he called me. He was over. Like he was standing next to me kind of
thing.
He
like followed you up.
Yeah, he was like, he's like, please send it. Here's my email. He sends me his email.
Wait, maybe I love Americans. Yeah.
So I was like, oh, thanks for like following up. So I sent in my short film, El Sol. And check it out. Check it out. It's on Vimeo.
Yeah, link in
under
description.
Anna Patch. And he watched it and he emailed. He's like, great work. Like, can I chat to you on Monday about it? So I get to set and he's like, Anna, like, are you needed right now? I was like, no. And he pulls me to the side of the set. They're filming. He's like, so your film, like really, really good. I think you're a really good actress. Like plan B can come later. Don't even worry about that. Like you need to focus solely on acting. And I was like, oh my God. And then he's like, how many stand-in jobs have you done? I'm like, this is my first. He's like, okay, leave it at that. Like you need to focus solely on acting. Like you're a really good actress. I was like,
whoa.
Like I don't need that external validation, but to hear that, I was like, that is a big, like the universe was like, wink, 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 big motherfucking wink to be like,
oh my God, that makes me want to cry.
And I was like, I feel so blessed right now. I'm so grateful that like I was brave enough in the first instance to be like, this is what I've done and I'm owning that. Him being like, I'd love to see it. Him then watching it. He gave me some directorial feedback or some like editing feedback, which is like minor things.
Yeah.
But it was like
which is
overall,
also very, very
which
helpful.
is great.
Yeah.
But then he was like, you don't have a plan B. Like, you need to do acting. And I was like, oh, like, this is a guy that's done La Brea, Titans. Like, lives in New York. Like, he's a really, like, genuine guy. And he just gave me that feedback just out of his own time.
Wow.
When he was, like, on set for the day for directing. And he's like, hey, come over here and let's talk about your film that you did.
Wow. I just love it when people just have time for you.
Yeah.
That just speaks volumes to who they are as a person as well. Wow. You must be on cloud nine.
It was really nice. And then my friend did some, like, cast driving towards the end. And I think she drove him one day and it was like, oh, like Anna, like, was talking about me to like my friend. And she was like, yeah, you spoke about you today in the car, like how he saw your film and how much he loved it. And
wow.
I was like, whoa, like that. I never thought any of that would happen. And plus all the friends and the experiences that I had and the manifesting on set being like, no, I'm literally being trained to be a lead actor in a TV show now. Like, it's not it. This is what it's like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a big, like, manifestation to get it, manifesting daily on there, hair and makeup. I, went and got costume done. Like, I was a body double one day. So I was in hair and makeup for, like, the morning with one of the other guys, Dan and Daniel. And, yeah. And then that connection happened. And I could probably actually send in my film now. But, yeah.
That's
I'm just
insane.
like, and you just never know where that's going to lead. So
you really never do.
So it's like I never planned on any of that stuff. No. That was from me going and knocking on a door of an agency that I just wanted to literally the intention was to say hello.
All it was, a door knock.
A door knock. That's sometimes all it takes, my peeps.
Wow, that's powerful.
A door knock can change so much. I door knocked in London to one of the biggest casting directors agencies when I met the whole team. Like from me buzzing. I was like, they're like, okay, no, hello.
Hello.
Like, hello. Do you want to just sit down and we can take you upstairs? I'm like, I could have literally gone and auditioned for a feature film in London. I was like, I'm actually here to say hi. I'm Anna from Australia. Like, oh, cool. And then we had a full-on chat because I haven't had a street casting for ages. I'm like, well, yeah, I looked at your website and you said that you did it. So I was like, I'm going to come in. It took me in to meet everyone. Buzz.
Wait, I've got to text my friend right now because she's in London and she's all about that in-person stuff. So she's going for modeling.
Oh, cool.
But she's also an actress. So maybe
I would tell her to just fucking buzz. Just go buzz.
Yeah, well, that's the thing as well. Like she's trying to like apply for like a part-time job as well. But everything's online.
Of course.
So she's been struggling because she's like, they take one look at me and they'll hire me for sure.
Well, that's what I believe.
But like on paper, like no, like we're not as good on paper. No,
that's why like when we send CVs in, like call or email again or go in and like say hi. Again, walked into an acting agent last week because I happened to be on the same street. Again, not planned. Nothing that we have these things we want and it's never how it plans. Never how we think we plan it.
Right.
Again, I had to buzz. I was like, fuck it, YOLO, and I buzzed. And I was like, hi, I'm Anna. I'd love to come say hi.
You've got me so inspired. I want to go buzz somewhere.
Yeah, they're like, do you have an appointment? I'm like, no. They're like, okay, we can just come in. Then I pretty much created a mini interview for myself for this agency. I spoke to one of the training agents at training. They're like, okay, well, look at your stuff. I was like, okay, great. Don't know any other actor that would have just buzzed on an agency's door.
Yeah, but I love you got that dog in you. That's ballsy.
It's very fiery. Like when I got back from London last year, I was like, why are we so scared in Australia? Like, what are we doing? Like we've been told not to do, don't annoy them. It's like, well, guess what? Fun fact, they're also human. That also like connection. Obviously, my big thing is got to be professional and respectful of their time. Don't do it every day.
You're not there to harass them.
No, it's like every 6 months, touch base, say hi, go knock on, like if you have a relationship with them, like there's one casting director here that I can probably go and like just knock on the door and be like, hey, how are you? But that's because I built that relationship with them now. But yeah, that's my La Brea story.
Wow.
And I'm very grateful for it because I literally just went to say hi. And then I had that whole 3-month experience on set. Like it was pretty insane. Like I had like 50 to 60 hours for the last 2 months. Like I've got burnt out a couple of times, but I learned a lot through that.
Yeah.
And how to look after myself even better next time. So
a list, speaking of manifesting, of like all these like incredible industry women that I really want on this podcast eventually.
Yeah.
At some point.
Cool. That's great. You've got the list.
Yeah, I have got the list. My next question to you is, what are you manifesting next?
Ooh, this is so
Wait, no,
fun.
don't
I
do
haven't
that.
really
Don't do that. I'm
thought
so
about
excited.
it.
Really?
Oh no, I have.
Oh,
So
okay.
look, there's
Never mind. Been thinking about this since you were 8.
yeah,
Like,
literally. So look, one of my intentions for this year, my career intention was to book a lead in a feature film. Really want to do a feature film. And then it's so funny because then I booked Last King of the Cross. I was like, oh, I booked a supporting role in an Australian TV series. Again, not planned. But I was like, I pretty much ticked that intention off my list. But moving forward, to get a really amazing agent who supports me and we work as a team, and they have US connections, Australian connections, and I know that I can be auditioning. I know that I'm at that level. Like, obviously, I booked a TV show role. So bringing in a really cool agent, really great agent, really good human, that's bringing that in. And I'm excited for my lead in a feature film. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to happen next year.
Yeah, an agent and a feature film. I'd be so happy.
I'll keep my
And
eyes out.
lots of auditions. Even if it's indie, it doesn't have to be like, I'd love to just do a feature film where I'm the lead with a good story, good cast and crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can be independent. It could be larger scale. That's
it. That's the number one.
Yeah.
Wow.
And also
casting agents, if you're here.
And I'm here for you. And also, I would love, I would cry. I would cry thinking about it, even speaking into it, to be in Fourth Wing, the TV series, as one of the. I wouldn't be a lead because I don't suit her characteristics, but one of the supporting leads, I would definitely suit.
Great.
Either Rhiannon or Imogen.
All right. For the fairy nerds out there, are they fairies?
No, they ride dragons.
Oh, they ride dragons.
And they have powers. They have an individual. Each person has like a signet. I think that's how they say it, but it's like a power that manifests within them.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really sick.
My little sister would love that.
There's a lot of sex in it, so I don't know how old she is.
No, she's 10.
Okay,
no.
don't. Fourth Wing is not. It's an adult book.
Oh, I misread that.
Fourth Wing is not for kids.
Okay, copy that.
Yeah, if you're listening,
Sorry,
if you're an adult, it's great. It's not based on that, but there's two leads that fall in love kind of thing.
Kids don't need to see.
No, not yet.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. She can wait. Yeah. Okay, great. Well, so that's on the manifesting board.
Feature film, Fourth Wing. Oh, and the green card. Should bring that in again. So I won it back in 2020, so I'm like, I can do it again.
Wow. What did you end up doing in 2020?
COVID happened. And
so the embassies,
the embassies were shut, so many people lost their interviews. And I was ready to be scheduled for my interview. I'd done all the work for like a year, putting it together. And I only processed the heartbreak of losing that 2020 green card.
You still got your vision.
I still got my vision.
Okay, thank God.
But yeah, I applied and I feel good about it. I reckon I'll be, I also feel like I'll be in Canada or America.
Yeah, either way, get us out of here.
Yeah, so
respectfully, thank you, Australia, for everything you've done.
Yeah,
give us a film industry and we might stay.
Yeah, exactly. Pay us a little bit more.
Yeah,
and fund us. Don't put us under roads and transport. I don't know if it's still there, but
I don't know.
It was like a year or two ago. They put our funding under roads and transport.
Oh, great!
Because we're a road, of course.
Yeah, roads are a little more important than us, so maybe.
But also, we get them through tough times and funny times.
Turnarounds. I don't know why I sang that song. I just wanted to show off my really awesome singing.
Yeah, I heard it on your first episode that you said that you could sing and then you took it back. And I was like, virtually slapping you for taking back that. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, I take back a lot of things I say because it comes out so quickly that I can't stop it.
Well, I think that's obviously your inner self talking. So let her just talk and embrace who you are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Embracing, no longer sad.
No.
Sad?
No, I don't think sad. Just
I was never
second guessing.
Yeah, none
don't
of that.
second guess it yourself.
Leaving that in 2024.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, well, speaking of, 2025 is coming up.
Yes, it is.
Manifesting techniques.
Yes.
What should us in the film industry, particularly camera girls like myself, what should I be doing? What are the techniques that you use? What works for you?
So I think number one is gratitude. If we can tune into gratitude, even 5 things daily, what you're grateful for and why. The why is really important because it allows you to embody it and really feel it. I'm so grateful for the sun today because it makes me feel nourished and warm. I'm grateful for my best friend because we love each other so much. Whatever it is, I'm grateful for the pay that I just got because it shows I'm abundant and I can go and buy my food for the week. Gratitude is a really nice baseline to have. And then I think setting intentions is also what I've realized. Again, like I was telling you earlier, like how I was journaling. I was like, I'd really love another voiceover job. And then I get that email message from LinkedIn saying, oh, native speakers of Australia. I'm like, oh, of course. So like intention setting of like is actually every time is worked. It might not happen straight away. It might happen the following week or a couple of months later or the next year or whatever. But it's like my intention for the next month is, or my intention for 2025 is X, Y, and Z. And just being really clear and specific on that. And it may happen a different way. Like for me, it was like a lead in a feature film. But I mean, who knows? I could book something in the next month. Thank you, universe, if that is meant to be.
Yeah.
And with that, I booked a role on a Paramount Plus TV show. And I'm like, oh, that I still booked a decent role. But
was that without an agent?
No, I had my agent then. Yeah. So it's just setting intentions. Like my main intentions for 2025 are, and it can be, you know, career, relationship, money, whatever it is, and just getting really clear and just setting it down and writing it if you want to look back over it. So gratitude, intention setting, I think is really important.
Okay.
And then when you have inspired ideas to be like, oh, I think I'm going to email David. Email David. Don't sit on emailing David or Benjamin or Sarah, whoever it is that you've just connected with.
There's a lot of Chris's.
Well, if you want to email Chris, you know, like if there's a gut feeling to be like, I'm going to, I was like, oh, I should, or the thought, oh, I should email that person. Take the inspired action email because that thought hasn't come to you for no reason. It's come to you because it's like.
I need to send up a following up text.
Yeah.
Because there's this big production happening.
She's done it.
Yeah. Inspired action, guys.
Inspired action, because we have the vision, we set the intention, we have the vision.
Amen.
And then it's the inspired action, or you'll meet someone that it's like, oh, and then they give you their contact, or they're like, oh, I have this contact for you, or I have this job, taking the action. And like, it's the inspired action could be, I need to go to this cafe today. Take the inspired action of going to that cafe because you never know who you're going to meet in the cafe or the idea you're going to get in the cafe.
I really need to start talking to people more. You've definitely inspired me to do that.
I remember one time on the Gold Coast, I was like, I feel like going here today. I was like, okay, I was planning to go to a different cafe, but I went to this other one, sit down, somehow end up talking to the lady next to me. She's a director.
You're kidding.
I was like, of course she is.
A director for what?
Film stuff, writing. She did a bit of like everything. But it was just like, for me, I'm like, oh, I had the feeling to go to this. There was no logic to why I wanted to go to this cafe. But even if I never speak to this lady again, it's like, oh, that was why I went, because I met this person. It's like the inspired action could be an email, or the inspired action could be, I'm going to walk left instead of right. You run into someone you've worked on with set. And like, oh my God, like you would be perfect. We actually need someone.
That's crazy.
It's like, stop, like there's no, you don't need to know logically what's going to happen. So the inspired action could be turning left instead of right when you're on your walk, or it could be sending an email, whatever it is, or going and knocking on a casting director's door or a production company's door, and then actually allowing yourself to take that action. And then once the action's done, it's just like letting it be. And if you have inspired action, again, just like keep following your intuition with that.
Yeah.
And the intuition is, it's kind and it's soft and it's slow and it's like full stop. The ego is the overthinking. Like, but what if it goes wrong? That's not the end. If that's where you're coming from, that is the ego trying to protect us. Right. But our intuition is turn left, full stop. It doesn't overthink. It's just like turn left.
Right.
Go to this cafe, full stop. Ego's like, but no, I wanted to go to this cafe over here. I wanted to go to the other cafe. It's just like, it's calm. So listen for the calm voice, because that's our intuition.
There's no chill in my body. There's not a bone to chill. Damn it! No, I've got to calm down, man.
There's layers. Sometimes like that took a little while. That only clicked in like 2 or 3 years ago for me. Wow. Like the intuition. It was like I was on the beach and I was like, do I move out of my house? And I picked up a shell and it was like, I think it was like, stay where you are. It was just calm, and I was like, okay. Oh, like nice. It's sometimes you might have to be like. It's a journey of like peeling back the layers of like trusting yourself.
Right.
It comes back to trusting oneself.
Yeah.
And it's okay, like it's a journey. So if you turn right when you know that you want to turn left, then you turn right and be like, oh, actually I want to turn left. Okay, cool. Next time I know that that's what I want to do.
Yeah. Listen to it.
So yeah, that's my answer to that question.
Wow. Thank you very much.
Gratitude, intention setting, taking the inspired action and trusting yourself.
Yeah. I feel like it's really important for actors to do the inspired action, because I know a lot of my acting friends just often, like, when they're not working or auditioning, they're like, but what else can I do? So I think you've just answered that brilliantly.
Yeah, I think anyone could take it on too. Like when you're on a job and you meet people, it's like, oh, hey, can I get your contact? And just like so I love to say connected. That's what I say. I'm like, can we connect? I'm just like, how can we connect? Like, it's nice and light.
Yeah.
And then, like, you could touch base with them in a few months. Like, hey, how are you? Like, it doesn't matter what field you're in.
Work on that, hey?
It's just coming back to trusting yourself and who, like, oh, I feel like going over here. Or, no, I feel like, going to that woman or that man.
Yeah.
So it's coming back to trusting your intuition and yourself with that.
Finding
doesn't
your people
matter.
as well. Yeah. Do you have any parting words for us? Because this has been pretty solid.
This is good. I feel inspired after this conversation.
I'm feeling inspired. Like, so going into 2025, we've got all that inspired action and gratitude and things like that. Should people be journaling? Should they?
Well, it's like, it's what I think I've just finished The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron.
That's in my car right now.
It changed my life.
Really?
So I'm going to put it out there. If anyone feels called to read it, I would highly recommend it. It's a 12-week program, you could call it, in a book form. And it's all about rediscovering and allowing your inner artist to shine, whether you're an actor, a model, a filmmaker, a DOP, a lawyer, a doctor, whatever. We all have this inner self and this inner artist, and it's our inner child that wants to play. And it's taking that pressure off ourselves to be like perfect when our inner child just wants to be like, oh, I just want to like write something. Just let me write. And it's like, okay, well, I'm just going to type. No pressure. So I think moving into 2025, just let your like inner child and inner artist come out. If that's splashing in the ocean, that's writing a film. If that's doing a podcast. Oh, that's what okay. Artist Way, yes, there was a point. One of the things in that she asked us to do, every week we commit to daily pages, morning pages, and an artist date once a week. So the artist date is you take your inner artist on a date, whether that's reading by the beach, or you take yourself to the art gallery, or you take yourself to a national park, or you make yourself breakfast and watch TV all day. Just something for your inner artist.
Oh, I love the last option.
And it's
great.
Is
that for my inner artist? Because literally on my days off, I'll literally watch as many movies as I can.
I love that.
I literally sit on my couch. I don't care if I've seen it before. I will watch it like sunrise to sunset. I don't care how good the weather is.
I love that so much.
Inside. Yeah, I watch about 30 films a month.
Wow.
Yeah, my letterbox is kind of ripped. Follow me on Letterboxd, guys.
I didn't even know what that is, so I now do.
It's like the movie review app.
Oh,
yeah, it's super like film bro-y, honestly. Yeah, okay. And all my reviews are stupid, but they're funny, I think.
Okay. I'll keep it in mind.
I think they're just stupid. Just check them out. Yeah. Check out my Letterboxd, guys. Daisy Grace 222.
There we go.
Right.
I think just like do things that allow your inner child and inner artist to be free and allow them to play, whether that's what I said before, or you can journal. Like I do, like the morning pages is just 3 pages in the morning, or like today I did them in the afternoon. Just like getting it out of the head and like letting yourself process and letting your inner artist kind of write and like, no, we want to go here today, or we want to do this, and to see what kind of reoccurs. Like I want to move to London, and then it pops up again the next week. I want to, I'm like, then you'd be like, it's just like, oh, okay, this is distinct because I keep writing about it. So it's like, obviously there's something that I need to do here. Have fun, dance.
I love dancing.
This is broken. My earphones and my aux, I don't know what's happened, but I can't. So I'm playing music in my car out of this speaker because I plugged my earphones, like the wired earphones in.
Oh.
And it just doesn't work. It plays through the speakers. I don't know. It only happens but have fun. I think 2025, remember, we're a soul and a body. Have fun. We're going to be old. We're literally going to be old and grey one day.
True.
When I tune into that, I'm like, I'm going to be 100. So I'm going to buzz the door.
Wow.
I'm going to buzz the door because I'm literally being old. The people that you're buzzing on the door, they're going to be gone skis in like 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 years, whenever their time is, But like, have fun, dance, journal, meditate, come back to your inner self. Take yourself on little dates. It's not that scary. Artist dates.
Cute.
Whatever you want to do. If you want to go to the beach, take yourself to the beach. Like, life is here to be lived, not to be working all the time.
True.
So allow yourself to enjoy it.
It's a great reminder. Wow, I've really enjoyed this.
Me too.
That was amazing. I want to make sure we covered everything, but I'm pretty sure we did. But what I do want to say is that we have to catch you. Where can we find you?
Yes, thanks for asking.
Yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at @AnnaPatch_, and my production page is Patch Productions _. And then, yeah, my links are in my bio on my Anna Patch and my El Sol on my production company.
Yeah, and I'll make sure I leave all those in the description as well. Are you cool if people like message you and stuff?
Oh, please. Please message me.
Yeah.
Tag me in
actors,
anything. Like,
yeah.
just, I'm here to help. I love connecting with people. I'm here to help. I do have 2 ebooks too if you're into like voiceover or wanting to get into voiceover or wanting to get into acting, mastering your skills. They're currently on sale. They won't be maybe when this comes.
You wrote an ebook.
I have an ebook for Acting 101 and Voiceover 101. So if you're keen,
You're impressive.
And you get them for life, instant access, and I think there's some journaling prompts in there too, to like get you started on your voiceover journey and your acting journey.
Do not pass that up. That is great. If you want to hear more of what Anna has to say, buy those books, please. Oh my God, wait,
Thanks,
this is a proper podcast. I'm like, I've got an author here. Wait, why
I do have a book.
Intro? That's impressive.
I have a poetry book as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake, of course you do.
It's on Amazon if you want it.
Wow.
Great Christmas gift and birthday gift.
A poetry
It's also on sale too, so go ahead.
insane.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to leave all those links in the bio
And
description. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're in my link as well. But yeah, we'll put them everywhere.
She's
or Gracie will.
awesome.
I'm not uploading this podcast, but thank you, Gracie.
Yeah, we'll put it everywhere. Okay, well,
Thanks, babe.
over and out.
Thanks for having me.
Go team. That was good.
Yay,
That was good.
go team.
Yeah. Okay. All right.